Good morning from London Euston. Just left the first class lounge 40 minutes before departure.
Avanti West Coast service Milton Keynes Central, Sandwell, Stockport and Blackpool. This train is full of 11 coaches. Please note, barriers closed 2 minutes before departure.
My train is going to be the 0943 to Blackpool North via Birmingham New Street, but I'll only be travelling as far as Birmingham today, calling at Milton Keynes Central, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Bank, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North. Avanti West Coast told me that today's set is 390010, which has just arrived from platform 5. That's Coach A, the quiet coach.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North.
First.
Calling at Milton Keynes Central, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Bank, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
First time since October 2020. This time I'm at first class, back off the train. Excuse me, please. Sorry. Sorry. This is where the peasants sit, by the way. Sorry. Coach B, wheelchair carriage. Coach C, cafe carriage, still standard. This is also unreserved seating. Sorry. Coach D, another wheelchair carriage. This train is formed of 9 carriages, not 11. Each standard carriage has a mixture of airline and table style seating. Sorry. As you can see, this is an unrefurbished unit, 390010. Excuse me, please. Sorry. Excuse me, please. Sorry. Coach F, still in standard class. Sorry.
You gotta go backwards so we can fit.
Okay, sorry. I'll let everyone else pass first.
Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Bank, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
I'll only be on this train as far as Birmingham. It's alright. 76 and 75 have a misaligned window due to the train structure. That's why the peasants sit, by the way. This is standard premium. Exact same seats as first class, but standard class service. This is a great seat. This is first class, where the cool kids sit in. Wheelchair space over here. This is where I'll be sitting for the next hour and 25 minutes. Route map. We'll be stopping here, 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 and here. I'll get off here, and then train continues to here, 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 and here. So Milton Keynes Central, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston, and Blackpool North, formed of 9 carriages.
There we go. Dispatch.
Sorry. London Euston, served by the Northern and Victoria lines, London Overground, Avanti West Coast, London North Western Railway, as well as the Caledonian Sleeper.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North. Calling at Milton Keynes Central, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
I'll see you in 8 hours' time, London Euston. That Voyager is going to be the 0959 to Birmingham New Street, calling at Watford Junction, Rugby, Coventry, Birmingham International, and Birmingham New Street.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North. Calling at Milton Keynes Central, Coventry, Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
First time since October 2020.
If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sorted.
At least it's better than these London Overground and London North Western Railway trains. Tickets were a total of about £85 with rail card discount. Not too bad, especially for an hour and a half journey. Thankfully there's blinds in both standard and first. Yes. And what about rail card?
No, fine, no, Coventry, thank you. Hello.
And because the man has already seen my ticket, he's not going to check it again, is he? There is another Avanti West Coast service.
Yes, that's I'll split ticket. That's great. Thanks very much. Sorry, I can't switch it. Can I just shoot code?
So sad seeing these London North Western Railway Class 319s.
I'll have a coffee. Thank you very much. Connie, you gonna have some breakfast?
Yes.
Okay, can you use the QR code for the menu and I'll come back and pick an order?
Okay.
Okay, your full menu is on a QR code or online. You gonna have some breakfast? You like that? Okay, your menu. You can have a few.
Yeah, there's QR codes that you have to scan should you need any breakfast. South Hampstead, London Overground only, as well as the Jubilee line from Swiss Cottage. Very close to my workplace actually.
Yeah, I was just reading the whole chain here. I was jumping on the train, so tell me.
Must pass through Kilburn High Road at some point, which is London Overground only.
Hello. Sorry, can you hear me okay? I'm on a train. On my way to Birmingham. I was so sorry to hear about but
Queen's Park, Bakerloo line and London Overground. There's nothing to see on this side until you pass through Watford Junction.
oh no.
Kensal Green, Bakerloo line and London Overground.
Right, so what is causing? They don't know what causing.
Hello Bakerloo line. Goodbye Bakerloo line.
Oh. Yes, but I mean, hopefully, well, I don't know what, we don't know how things will go anyway, but, if Bob isn't around anyway, I hope you'll come to something as soon as
It's actually raining. Willesden Junction, Bakerloo line and London Overground. We'll also pass through Harlesden and Stonebridge Park, both of which are served by the Bakerloo line and London Overground.
Yeah. Well, it makes no difference actually. I mean, hopefully we might see you or anyone. But, don't worry about letting me know until the last minute. It makes no.
menu.
Wigan's quite relieved because we've got the family going on Saturday.
That's breakfast.
Oh, yes.
That's the rest of today.
Dom and family.
Alcoholic beverages are only served on the rest of the day
We were
menu.
able to get out of it too.
I mean, there is no rest of the day menu on this service.
Yes. No, unfortunately. I asked you, yes.
Alcoholic drinks won't be served until after Birmingham, I think.
On the train. Yes. It's just
Maybe after Birmingham International. Wembley Central, Bakerloo Line, London Overground, London North Western Railway and Southern. It's great travelling on this side between Wembley Central and Bushy.
Is this some sparkling water?
North Wembley, Bakerloo Line and London Overground. Sparkling water, please. South Kenton, Bakerloo Line and London Overground. Thank you. Just some sparkling water. Maybe some orange juice later on in the journey. Kenton, Bakerloo Line and London Overground, as well as the Metropolitan Line from Norfolk Park. Hello, Bakerloo Line once again. Goodbye, inferior Bakerloo Line train. Harrow and Wealdstone, Bakerloo Line, London Overground, London North Western Railway and Southern. Southern used to serve Hemel Hempstead, Berkhamsted, Tring, Leighton Buzzard, Bletchley and Milton Keynes Central, but now they have limited service at Kings Langley, Apsley and Hemel Hempstead after the timetable change in May. I think they should operate services between Clapham Junction and Milton Keynes Central again in the near future.
So, what is the conclusion?
Headston Lane, London Overground only. There's 2 first-class carriages and 1 standard premium carriage on board this service today. No thanks. Hatchend, London Overground only. I think the Great British Breakfast is definitely going to be the best option, regardless of how long you're travelling on this train for. Carpenter's Park, London Overground only. We slow down to 110 miles per hour as we approach Watford Junction. There is a London North Western Railway Class 319. I guess they're only used during the peak hours.
Okay, are we having breakfast?
Go to the first time.
We having breakfast? We having breakfast?
The Great British Breakfast. Bushy, London Overground and London North Western Railway.
Try again.
There's also, in the distance, there's also Watford High Street served by London Overground only.
Try the normal telephone line.
I'm going to give Avanti's British Breakfast a try. before trying LNERs on Friday.
Very good morning, passengers. I'd like to inform you all we do have a shop which is located in Coventry. Selling a selection of sandwiches, hot drinks, cold drinks, and a variety of refreshments.
Yeah, not for me.
Sorry to announce we are only accepting cash at the shop.
Shit.
This is to do with issues with our card device.
Watford Junction, London Overground, Avanti West Coast, London North Western Railway, Southern and the Caledonian Sleeper. Northbound Highland Sleeper to Aberdeen, Inverness and Fort William. Lowland Sleeper, both directions between London and Glasgow and Edinburgh.
Either PayPal or card payment. Simply head over to attheorder.co.uk where you can browse our refreshments.
Thankfully I'm not travelling in standard today. I was meant to, but first class upgrade 5 days before the departure, thankfully. Journey time to Blackpool will be 3 hours and 40, but I'll only be travelling on this service as far as Birmingham, as mentioned previously. I will have to try and move my things aside. Ears have just popped. The sensation when travelling through tunnels at high speed. Especially at high speed. Yeah, just said that the shop is only accepting cash only due to issues with the card reader. Good thing I'm not there today. Not standard or standard premium, which is good, by the way. Kings Langley, London North Western Railway and occasionally Southern. Southern services only go as far as Watford Junction, with only a few trains going further to Hemel Hempstead. Apsley, London North Western Railway and occasionally Southern. Soon we'll pass through Hemel Hempstead, which is also served by London North Western Railway and Southern. Will I do Avanti first class again? Yes, well maybe, at Hemel Hempstead, served by London North Western Railway and Southern. These trains are capable of reaching 125 miles per hour, which is where they tilt.
If we change the motors, can we use the same mechanical interface?
first class. They do. Anyways, Berkhamsted, London North Western Railway only. Apparently these seats don't recline, unlike LNER's. Here comes the cold drinks trolley. When they're Tring. Yep, that's Tring, served by London North Western Railway only.
From a timing point of view, I assume that finishing workers.
Here comes the hot drinks trolley.
Yeah.
The cold drinks trolley and hot drinks trolley are going back to this carriage. The advantage of being in this carriage is that you are one of the first to be served. Same with Coach M on the LNER Azuma, or Coach E if it's a 5 or 10 car set. Coach M on 9 or 10 coach sets. Coach K on the Intercity 225 that only operates between London King's Cross and Leeds due to Coach K's close proximity to the cafe bar. Still haven't removed the respect social distancing stickers, have you?
Okay.
Are they still needed? This train will also be my ride home to London from Birmingham. Cheddington, London North Western Railway only. The countryside, stunning view indeed. is used on all Avanti West Coast services, apart from Wolverhampton to Shrewsbury and Crewe to Chester and North Wales. The reason why I picked Birmingham specifically is because in Train Simulator there's the West Coast Main Line south between London Euston and Birmingham New Street, which sadly does not include the Northampton Loop. Good thing it includes the Watford DC line between Euston and Watford Junction. Passing through Leighton Buzzard, once again served by London North Western Railway only. Each table seat has a lamp, but only on the unrefurbished units. We're about to pass through another tunnel. Avanti West Coast first class upgrades and seat frog are at least £70, so I paid a total of £95 actually, including railcard discount for the original standard tickets, which were £25. This was a month in advance. First time I went to Leeds with LNER standard class only, it was £75 a week in advance, but that was because I didn't have a rail card back then. I can definitely smell what they're making in the kitchen back there. Coach K could possibly be for kitchen. But with LNER on the Azuma, Coach K is half standard class, half first class. Coach K on the Intercity 225 is actually close to the buffet car. There's a small staff only area. Best way to describe it. Once again, first class upgrades I purchased 5 days before the journey. Bletchley, London North Western Railway only. When we pass through Bletchley, this means we'll be at our next stop, Milton Keynes Central, served by Avanti West Coast and London North Western Railway. There was another 319 in the depot.
approaching Milton Keynes Central.
When leaving us here, make sure you have all your luggage and belongings with you, and please mind the step down to the platform.
It's been 21 months actually. I don't think anyone's going to get off here. Maybe a small amount of people will, should anyone get off here. A indicates West Midlands and Northwest, London, West Midlands, Northwest and Scotland. B indicates West Midlands and Shrewsbury. C, Chester and North Wales. D, Liverpool. E, Manchester. And F, Northwest and Scotland. I'm not getting off here. It's alright. You pass. Thank you. I was just I was gonna stretch my legs.
Don't worry. Yeah, it's alright, it's nice and hot.
I'm not getting off the train, don't worry. Here we are, Milton Keynes Central. Avanti West Coast and London North Western Railway are the only operators here at Milton Keynes. A majority of the people are standard passengers. First class is only advisable for long journeys, such as the one I'm doing today to Birmingham. Supposed to be a fast train approaching platform 4. Back to my seat. Get full English breakfast, tomato, black pudding, mushroom, bacon, eggs and sausage. Here in the wrappers is cutlery. Good thing that the fast train was passing through as the doors were closing.
call the shop. Thank you.
Door noises are a bit noisier than on LNER. I'll leave my phone here. Yeah, the sausage is good.
Issues. Okay. So what I can do? English breakfast. Okay, salmon, scrambled egg, scrambled egg on toast, porridge, vegan.
A nice runny egg. I will do Birmingham again eventually, but on the Voyager, hopefully before it retires for good, and is probably transferred to cross country. Wolverhampton, London North Western Railway only. Now giving the black pudding a try. As good as I was expecting it to be. Journey time to Coventry should be another half an hour. Sorry, I'm still eating. the 10 out of 10 full English breakfast. Now I have to give the tomato and mushroom a try. The two foods I have avoided for years. Mushroom was good. Now to give the tomato a try. Do it. I think it's better if I leave it, or no, that'll go to waste. If only Avanti West Coast could make their own intercity 225 units. It's now 10:25. Yeah, I think Avanti West Coast should make their own intercity 225 units, rather than borrow some of LNER's. I won't need to do another walkthrough of this train when I go home to London from Birmingham, because it's this exact same train that I'm going to Birmingham on. I can still do it. Forget it, I can't do it after all. hot drinks because I think it's still too warm. No thanks. Not the correct weather for a hot drink for me. Yes. That is all. And so sorry about that. And that's it. Now passing through Rugby, served by Avanti West Coast and London North Western Railway. Seats on the Avanti West Coast 390 might be the same on cross countries. Yep. And the knife. There you go.
Thank you very much. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Alright.
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much.
The sun is back. Maybe I could only do the voyage between London and Coventry for the infamous shop known as Binley Mega Chippy. That happened earlier this month, June 2022. We'll soon be approaching Coventry.
We're now approaching Coventry.
Leaving us here, make sure you have all your luggage and belongings with you. And please mind the step down to the platform.
Stretching my legs once again. I imagine doors will open on the right. From experience in Train Simulator, doing scenarios based on real timetables. Some of the trains that serve London, Birmingham, Blackpool and Glasgow and Edinburgh via Birmingham, they may serve Northampton as well, or serve Northampton instead of Rugby. Doors are opening on this side.
This side.
Yes, the right hand side.
Okay.
I'm not getting off here. I'll let you get off.
That was kind of you.
Yeah, most of these trains serve Nuneaton, Tamworth and Lichfield, Trent Valley. Nuneaton is not served by North West and Scotland. Tamworth and Lichfield, Trent Valley, not served by Chester and North Wales services. Coventry, served by Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway, also for the infamous shop known as Binley Mega Chippy. Hello, Coventry. First time since December 2018. I'm getting back on the train. Next train will be the 11:25 cross-country service to Bournemouth, calling at Leamington Spa, Banbury, Oxford, Reading, Southampton, Basingstoke, Southampton Airport Parkway, Southampton Central and Bournemouth. Formed of 5, 9 or 10 carriages, or even 8.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North, calling at Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
We are now ready to leave Coventry. calling at Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan, North Western, Preston and Blackpool North.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North, calling at Birmingham International, Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan, North Western, Preston. If you see something that doesn't look right, speak to staff or text British Transport Police on 61016. We'll sort it. See it, say it, sort it.
Thankfully Coventry is exactly 1 hour after leaving London. Yeah, shame with Avanti you can only have one drink. While on LNER services, the drink trolley goes through the train multiple times, but only between the first class and the kitchen. If Avanti was to ever operate the Intercity 225, then I don't think there would be standard premium available. Canley, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. Both of the aforementioned train operators also serve Tile Hill, Berkswell, Hampton in Arden, Marston Green, Lee Hall and Stetchford. Avanti service to Blackpool North. Calling at Birmingham International. Birmingham New Street. Sandwell and Dudley. So here is Tile Hill, served by London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. Wolverhampton. Crewe. Warrington Quay. Wigan North Western. Preston. Blackpool North. If this was an LNER service, then it will say calling at Peterborough, Doncaster, Wakefield Westgate, or Stevenage, Grantham, Doncaster and Wakefield Westgate. Buxwell, once again, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway.
Could be a nice crisp one.
It's okay, I'm getting off at Birmingham.
Are you sure? Okay. Alright, no
Birmingham New Street, not International. I would have stayed on for longer, but never mind.
We're now approaching Birmingham International.
When leaving us here, make sure you have all your luggage and belongings with you. And please mind the step down to the platform.
From experience with Train Simulator, doors will open on the right hand side, as we'll be arriving into platform 2. Hampton in Arden, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. That handle at the end of the door for emergencies only. Sometimes it'll say door out of use, this indicator here, especially at stations with a short platform such as the Haymarket, which is in Edinburgh, by the way. Birmingham International, served by Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, London North Western Railway, Transport for Wales and West Midlands Railway. Transport for Wales operates between Birmingham International and Shrewsbury. Services then continue beyond Shrewsbury to Aberystwyth and Pwllheli or Holyhead via Wrexham General and Chester. We're either using platform 2 or there's a train in one of platform 1, 2 or 3. One of those platforms we could be using. Could be stuck due to a red signal. Yeah, we're now pulling into Birmingham International. There are no advert. There are no flights in or out of Birmingham at the moment. I knew it. Doors are opening on this side. Here at Birmingham International. This is Birmingham International. It's trains for Blackpool North, Birmingham New Street, calling at Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan, North Western, Preston and Blackpool North. It's nice to get some fresh air.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North, calling at Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
Yeah, we should be leaving for Birmingham New Street any moment now. The whistle means we are ready to leave Birmingham International. Next stop, Birmingham New Street. This is our penultimate stop, Birmingham International. I mean, for me at least. As well as hundreds of other people, known as the peasants. Den's train will continue. Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North. That there is a transport for Wales Class 158.
Welcome on board this Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North, calling at Birmingham New Street, Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington Bank Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston.
39040 bound for London Euston, calling at Coventry, Rugby, Watford Junction and London Euston. If you are travelling between London and Preston, Blackpool, Carlisle, Glasgow Central or Edinburgh via Birmingham, then Birmingham New Street itself is where you can stretch your legs. Just be careful to not leave the station, just stay on the platform. Oh, a couple of planes, very interesting, especially for me. Unfortunately, there are no flights taking off or landing from Birmingham at the moment. Marston Green, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. Lee Hall, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. Stepford, London North Western Railway and West Midlands Railway. Adderley Park, West Midlands Railway only, unlike the other stations between Birmingham New Street and Coventry, which are served by both West Midlands Railway and London North Western Railway. As we close in onto Birmingham New Street, everything here in first class was a 10 out of 10, apart from the tomato that I still couldn't eat.
We're now approaching Birmingham New Street.
When leaving us here, make sure you have all your luggage and belongings with you. And please mind the step down to the platform.
I shall see you in 5 hours, Avanti West Coast. We're expected to have our doors open on the right hand side on platform 7. Also from past experience with Train Simulator on this route, specifically between London Euston and Birmingham New Street. So I'm just gonna put my things into my bag. Birmingham New Street is served by Avanti West Coast, Cross Country, London North Western Railway, Transport for Wales and West Midlands Railway, as well as the West Midlands Metro nearby. Now there is a cross-country Voyager leaving for Bournemouth, formed of 8 carriages as seen. I didn't need my K, I brought it just in case it would rain. Birmingham, first time in 6 years, actually.
I get off at Crewe. One girl gets off here. The lads take it through to Blackpool, so we're all.
And then you go back to London.
No, I'm not going back to London today. I get off at Crewe and then make my way home. So, yeah.
This train does go back to London via Birmingham from Blackpool.
Yeah, but I won't be on it.
I know.
I'll be on another one back.
This is the exact same train. It'll be the 16:10 to London from Birmingham. It will leave Blackpool at 13:47. This train is supposed to arrive into Blackpool at 13:20. Then you'll have approximately 27 minutes. I mean, there'll be 27 minutes to prepare the train for the ride back home to London. Doors are definitely opening on the right hand side, because there's this game called Train Simulator, and there's this route from Euston to Birmingham. Hello, Birmingham New Street. There's a cross-country HST en route to Penzance. Over there is the 11:14 to Northampton, calling at Marston Green, Birmingham International, Hampton in Arden, Berkswell, Tile Hill, Canley, Coventry, Rugby, Long Buckby and Northampton. Formed of 8 carriages, platform 4 for the 11:14 London North Western Railway service to Northampton. This train will eventually leave for Blackpool North. First class, where all the cool people sit in. And in this carriage, standard premium. Where a combination of peasants and cool people sit. Then the rest of the train is just standard, all peasants by the way. Platform 12 is the 11:15 West Midlands Railway service to Redditch, calling at 5 ways: University, Selly Oak, Bourneville, Kings Norton, Northfield, Longbridge, Barnt Green, Old Church and Redditch. This is the shop carriage. (350-107) and (350-265) are going to operate this 11:14 service to Northampton. Calling at Marston Green, Birmingham International, Hampton in Arden, Berkswell, Tile Hill, Canley, Coventry, Rugby, Long Buckby and Northampton. Will passengers intending to travel on this service please join the train now as it is ready to leave. Platform 4 for the 11:14 London North Western Railway service to Northampton, which is ready to leave. Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and platform edge when boarding. And that must be the 11:10 or... Sounds like a cross-country service leaving for Plymouth or Penzance. There is the 11:14 to Northampton. This train, the 11:15 Avanti West Coast service to Blackpool North is ready to depart. There goes the cross-country HST on its voyage to Bristol, Temple Meads, Plymouth and or Penzance. We're now ready to depart for Blackpool North. This is a quiet coach. This train will call at Sandwell and Dudley, Wolverhampton, Crewe, Warrington, Quay, Wigan North Western, Preston and Blackpool North, formed of 9 carriages of 39010. Shame it's not the Pride one.
Please do not leave your luggage unattended on the station. Luggage left unattended may be removed without warning or destroyed or damaged by the security services.
That's it for today's journey all the way from London Euston to Birmingham New Street. See you next time.